have announced their second signing of the summer. Ryan Giles joining on a season-long loan from Wolves. Now, of course, if you watched our transfer pod, you'll know that Ryan Giles was a part of our sixth list, and this is what we had to say about his then potential signing.
In the final position, it was left wing back, and I went with Ryan Giles, 22-year-old, currently at Wolves, but he's been on loan to Coventry, Rotherham, Cardiff, and Blackburn over the last 4 years. And for me, it's a really interesting player because, for me, he either commits to Wolves or has to make a permanent switch in the summer. I think 4 years out on loan, 22-year-old. Now you want to start playing a lot more than what you really do, and then you want to have a permanent club as well. So Ryan Giles then, and I know we've got Mark Bowler, and I know I love and treasure him, but he needs to be pushed and improved in position. This is why I kind of went with Giles, and I think in short, your one key takeaway about Ryan Giles is that he's really attacking as it gets. Wonderful delivery, good passer, really progressive, likes to push the opposition wing back. And get really high on the pitch, which is shown by his heat map if you're watching us on YouTube. He pretty much plays like a left winger. And when you look at his stats, his offensive duels are off the scale, really. He likes to show that he wins the ball back quickly and effectively. And he's also, his dribbles and cross completion is really good too. So it's kind of no surprise he's had 10 assists in 32 games this year. But on the flip side, when you have someone like this, who likes to, it was very good offensively. Defensively, does need a little bit of work. I'm going to throw out there. But he has been playing in different positions this year under Tony Mowbray. He definitely played a right winger as well at one point. And I can definitely see him converting into a left winger or right winger in the future. But defensively, he's quite low on the scale. Defensive duels per 90, he's pretty much well down there. But then also, like, his interception per 90 as well is pretty low. And also his pass completion isn't particularly high, but I think it's just due to his position that he was in. But I think if you bring in Ryan Giles, your team and him himself will thrive when you keep the ball. I think when you've got a team that likes to dominate, build from the back, like to stretch games, get your wing backs nice and high, try and pin the opposition back, he's really perfect. And I think his ability to get the ball in the box, provide assists, and also keep Boro in possession of the play is really strong. And I think when Middlesbrough are stuck in games, like we've seen over the last season, where we dominated a lot more on the right-hand side and we have to move the ball from side to side, he would be perfect for that role. It gives us really nice balance. And it also allows us to recycle the player, get the ball from side to side, be patient with our delivery, and also try to break teams down when they do come in and sit in that low block. And I feel like he'd be perfect for that kind of signing if we were to bring him in. Realistically, I think it's a doable deal. Like I said, it either commits to Wolves or he makes that permanent switch. He's got 3 other left backs at Wolves already who are in front of him. Bruno Lage really does like him, but whether we can break a deal in the summer will have to be seen. But I don't think he'd be short of offers, especially in the Championship. Really talented boy, 22-year-old, and I think it's a really good fit for us. If we can do that, then perfect. But if not, then someone needs to push Mark Bowler in the future. But overall, I'm really impressed by Ryan Giles. But it'd be interesting to see how he progresses in his career next few years. Could he do a Gareth Bale, really, from a left back to a left winger to a cam? Soon to be seen. I think he could probably play a cam position as well in terms of his ability. But we'll see.